Hey guys, in this video I'll talk about the step-by-step process of how you can achieve 8 to 10% returns on your stock market portfolio without fail. This is for anyone who's learning to dip their toes in the market, to working professionals who want to focus on their active income but also want a passive income on the side. Anyone who wants to invest the money that they saved up in the stock market, please watch this video. Alright, but I think it's always beneficial for anyone to learn how to fish for themselves rather than having someone fish for them. Therefore, if you understand the market better, it will give you a better reason why you're throwing your money there in the first place. First of all, by market I mean, you hear me keep saying market, right? I mean the US stock market. And over there, how you track the performance of the US market or how the stock market is doing is by using this index called the S&P 500. So this index collates the performance of the biggest 500 companies in the USA. For example, it's like placing 500 eggs, right, into a basket called the S&P 500. Then you add the total weight of the 500 eggs and then divide it by 500. That would be the average weight of each egg. So it's the same thing. Instead of measuring average weight of the eggs, it measures the average performance. Now the reason we want to know the average performance of this index is because we want to find out how much it grows every year, and then whether it's sound to invest our money there. So for performance, S&P 500 has returned about 10% year on year all the way since 1926. As you can see, during the inception in 1926, the graph is all the way gone up until 2019 lah. So this is where it started in the first year. So as it progresses, second year, third year, fourth year, fifth year, alright, then there are bound to be the years where it's down lah, right? But if you invest long term, if you see long term, the graph is going up. And in this upward trend that started from 1926 all the way until now in 2020, it has averaged about 8 to 10% year on year increase. So what does this all mean? This means that if you put $1,000 into the account, you will double your money in just 7.2 years. Eh? How come it's not 10 years then you will double your money but just 7 years? Because of the eighth wonder of the world as said by Albert Einstein himself, which is compound interest. So if you put $1,000 into a S&P 500 index fund, by the end of year one you would obviously get $1,100 because of the 10% increase a year. But what special only happens after this? You see, in year one you earned $100 from the 10% appreciation. But what happened in year two is you earn an additional $10 for a year as compared to year one. Year one you earn $100, year two you earn $110, and year three you earn $121 for the year. Why is this? Because of compound interest. In year one, you only have $1,000. But in year two, you already earn $100 using the $1,000 in year one to become $1,100. And then you times 10% to that to become $1,200. And it goes on and on and on until you double your money in just 7 years. Alright, cool. Compound interest, learning how your money can work for you is all cool and all. But how do you get started? Step 1 will be creating a brokerage account for yourself. I recommend using First Trade because 1, you don't have to pay any commissions to anyone. It's really simple, easy to use. There's no deposit fees, and best of all, there's no minimum sum to invest. Step 2, once you've signed up and have been approved, deposit money into the brokerage account via wire transfer. You can do this if you're holding a Singaporean bank account. Step 3, go to the search bar and type the letters VOO. If it says Vanguard S&P 500 ETF, click on it and then click buy. And voila! That's the start to your 10% per annum dream that you always wanted. The last step is to repeat this process every month for as long as you can invest. This process is called dollar cost averaging. I talked about some of the benefits pertaining to using DCA in my previous video. If you haven't seen it, go check it out. In reality, the stock market swings up and down every single day, as you can see here, due to the many different speculations and news in the media, which drives investors to turn emotional. And then they buy and sell every single day, which creates the volatility you see in the market. Yes, you'll never know which days it will go up or which days it will go down. But you don't have to care because in the long term, the market always trends upwards and gives you that average 10% year-on-year increase that you want. So in order for you to catch those 10% returns, you must invest in the long term, 10 years, 15 years, 20 years, using dollar cost averaging to see that kind of annual growth rates. Because time in the market always beats timing the market. You want to put time in the market, 10 years, 15 years, 20 years. You want to let it snowball and get bigger and bigger over the long run. Over timing the market, which is predicting when the market will crash. The number one problem with predicting the market and waiting for the market to crash is that you wait and wait and wait until the price keep increasing, until it skyrockets, and ultimately you miss out all the great opportunities you could have bought in at a lower price. Alright, so that's it for this video. If you liked it and found it helpful for yourself, please do give it a like and share it with your friends or anyone who could use the help or use this video as a guide. I will be continuing to upload more finance content every now and then when I'm free. So till next time, peace.